Hello everybody, it's your boy the Almighty Green Talents coming to the video. Before I get into the video, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to like the videos after you have viewed it and comment and let me know what you think about today's session, which pertains to the keys to victory. Okay, let's roll right into it. Um, Normally I do my keys to victory a day before, but after coming back from a funeral and getting prepared for one, that kept my delay up until today. And I just really thought about it. I said, I forgot to do a key to victory. So let me go ahead and get it done with right away before tomorrow's game. Okay, now tomorrow's game is against the one and only Washington Commanders, a team that we beat early in the season 34-31. It wound up becoming a high scoring game going into overtime. And the Eagles wound up, well, the Eagles had them beat, but they let Washington go down the field on them on so many zone coverages that Sean Desai was throwing at the time. And I think that the wide receiver, I forget the number one, what's it, Laurel? I can't think of the wide receiver's name right away, but he was the one that caught the pass. It was either him or the other guy, Cooper. One of them guys caught the pass in the end zone for the score, which made 31-31. And the Eagles, like I said, the Eagles had that game beat. They had it was 20, what 25, no 31-24. I think that's what the score was. 35-24. 34-20, 34, no, 31-24. 31-24. Get that right. Then when they scored a touchdown, made 30, the field goal 31. That tied it up. Going to halftime, we're going to overtime. So the Eagles had to stop the Washington Redskins from scoring because they got a couple of sacks, I believe, on that quarterback. And so wound up being fourth. They were 4th and 2, 4th and 3, one of them. So Washington wound up booting the ball back to us. And when they booted the ball back to us, the Eagles marched downfield and got beyond their 50, from our 50 to their 50 to their side of the field. And I think we were like at the 25, 30-yard line. The Eagles couldn't score. So they wound up getting the field goal kick, and they won the game, made 34-31. So I'm hoping in this game tomorrow against the Washington Commanders in Washington, it don't have to be no more overtime game. See, the last time the Washington Commanders played us, the Eagles wasn't pretty much in fine tune, if you know what I mean. Now the Eagles are now fine tuned and ready to take over this division and be done with it. With the additions of Julio Jones and Kevin Byard via trade from the Tennessee Titans, the Eagles now have a complete secondary. They got 4 veterans. They got 3 veteran guys. What is it? Bradbury, Slade Jr. and now Byard to compare with what's the boy name Blankenship. So now you got a complete secondary that should be able to hold their own against Washington's wideouts. Only the Eagles need to do is to stop their run because Washington got a pretty good decent running game. The quarterback is not that bad, but he's serviceable, if you know what I mean. The key to victory on defense is to stop Washington from scoring. Nothing else. Washington gonna put some points up, but we hope and pray that they do not get no touchdowns in the first half. If they get a touchdown, give it to them in the fourth quarter. Don't give it to them in the first and third quarter. Play good, decent defense to stop them Washington from scoring on the ground and in the air. You need to get sacks. We need interceptions. We need to dot the quarterback around in that pocket. We need to do all things necessary to slow down Washington's offense automatically. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. We got to on defense. The Eagles gonna have to operate like a fine-tuned engine with fresh oil, and go ahead and mow their ass over with a new lawnmower and get this game done with. I mean, just put them out the box. Get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, strike them out. Now, on offense, simple thing: run the ball. Run the football. Run the football. I mean, us Eagle fans, one thing that we prefer is that you run the football. Run it. Because, see, Washington got 4 first-round picks on their front line. What what about Chase? I forgot the other two guys in the middle. I can't think of the name off Payne. I know Payne is one of them. Payne been about 7 years. They got Payne, and then they got the other boy in the middle. You got Washington got they probably the only team in the NFL with 4 first rounders on their defensive line. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles got 2 first rounds in the middle of their line, but one of them guys won't be playing. And I discussed that in the video. He got 4. He got like I said, we got Josh Sweat on the other side. And Josh Sweat was supposed to be a first round pick, but he had a knee injury, and the knee injury caused him to fall out of the first round, out of the top 3 rounds, I believe. I think the Eagles picked Sweat in the 4th or 5th round. I'm not exactly sure which round it was, but it's been a while back. Sweat was supposed to be a first round, but you can say it's the first round because he playing up to his potential of a first rounder when he fell out of the top 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So he playing like a first round. So you can pretty much say he was a first. You can pretty much say he is a first round pick. So he got Josh Sweat. We got Jordan Davis, but Jordan Davis won't be playing in this game. So it's probably gonna wind up being Milton Williams. And probably or Moro or Joro. I hope Moro or Joro plays in this game. This guy Wilson didn't got play none this season. I hope he play tomorrow as well. Then we got Jordan. Then we got Carter, who's a wreck and who is a total wreck in the backfield of opposing linemen. This guy's a terror in the offensive line, and I expect the Washington Command to double up on him. Which gonna lead single coverage for Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, the other first rounder, and Sweat, and probably my man number 7 himself to get some sacks and wreak havoc in that backfield because number 7 had been on a tear since removing that cast off his thumb. He's been in a tear. He got 5.5 sacks. He's on pace for 12 or 13 sacks this season, which will still be double-digit sacks for him. He's on pace. You know what I'm saying? So then you get the linebackers. You got Morrow. I mean, you got Morrow. You got Nick Morrow. Then you got Cunningham. Then you got N'Kobe Dean. But N'Kobe Dean ain't gonna be splitting. Gonna be splitting between off the field, on the field with other linebackers. You know what I'm saying? And then you got I just mentioned the 4 secondary. I just mentioned them, so I really ain't gonna talk about them no more. You know who they are in the secondary. I ain't gonna mention them again. But anyway, the key to the Eagles' offense, basically, run the football. Let's run it. Run the ball. Give her plenty of time and some clean pockets where he can get the ball out of his hands and into the hands of the tight ends, the wide receivers, or on running back screens. Now, that's something the Eagles haven't done this year in running back screens. They need to find some way to give Agent Zero out of the backfield on some good blocking plays where he can get the ball for first downs and more yards on runs. They need to start doing that because see, like I said, like they were saying in the weeks before and the weeks after. They talk about the Eagles are going. The teams are going from me. The NFL is going to ban the brotherly shove, which that's a good possibility that could happen. So the Eagles need to figure out some. They need to find another play to master out of the brotherly shove. They tried it once, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So that needs to change between now and the playoffs because, like I said, we got a long way to go. A long way to go before we get to the playoffs, but we are setting ourselves to be a playoff contending team. So, with that being said, please run the football, run it till you can't run it no more. Because Agent Zero, DeAndre Swift, need to start getting more touches in the backfield where he can get some good runs, get 2 runs here, 5 yards here, 10 yards there. You know what I'm saying? Because the more he gets the ball, the stronger he gets. And that's one of the reasons why the Eagles got to get back to running the football. Now, as far as Gainwell can run the ball. I can see him running it, but he's not a power runner like DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift can run people over. Gainwell cannot do the Gainwell is more of a finesse back, but he can block. He one of the better blocking backs the Eagles have had can do. He one of the better running back, one of the best blocking running back the Eagles have on the team, which DeAndre Swift is going to figure out some way to learn how to start doing blocking. Because if he wants to stay on the field long enough, you got to start blocking. That's one reason why the Eagles keep interchanging backs, because DeAndre Swift can't block. He's more of a receiving back or a running back out of the backfield, while Gainwell can block, receive, and run. There's a difference between Gainwell and DeAndre Swift. So the difference. And I just named all the difference to you. And tight end, like I said, the tight end screens are fine, but teams are going to adapt to that at some point. So tight end screens going to have to be minimized at a certain rate, and they need to stop. They need to stop doing tight end. I mean, you can do it every now and then, but at least feed the ball to the running back out of the backfield. That needs to do. We need to do more. We need to do more receiving, giving the ball to the running backs out of the backfield than the tight end screen. Let the tight end for once get downfield and block for the running back. Off a running back screen. We need to get back to doing the screens, because that was supposed to be adopted into the game plan before the season even got started. And we haven't seen now. We may have seen one, maybe two, maybe 3 times that at the running back came out of the backfield catching the ball, but we ain't seen it on a consistent basis on every game. And this is we're now in week 8, and I think we're gonna seen it in 3 games this year so far, where DeAndre Swift had got the ball out of the backfield and got a few yards. But there have been times that he also have lost yards. On one of them plays, he did get the ball out of the backfield and he lost yards. And the other 2, he picked up a few yards, but not many as he should, because the Eagles do not practice the running back screens as often. And you figure out some way to incorporate that into their offensive plan, because if they do that, then Hurts won't have to run as much. And so teams now know that Hurts is banged up. They know. So I expect the Washington Commanders to send blitzes at Hurts to get him off his spot where he can run left or run right. Wherever he's gonna run, they're gonna make sure he don't run up the gut. They're gonna try to contain him in the middle and left on the right side of him. So they're gonna force him to run out more to get the ball out of his hands, or run left and get the ball out of his hands. So I expect Washington Command to actually do that. I expect them to bring some blitzes to get him off his mark. Washington has been doing it to the Eagles for the past 2 years now. I expect them to continue the same thing against Hurts, because they don't want Hurts throwing something in that comfortable way he can throw them balls deep. And in the last 3 or 4 games this year, he had been sitting in the pocket comfortably and throwing balls out of the backfield. You know what I'm saying? He had been hit a few times and sacked quite a few times, but as far as getting him off his mark, Washington is pretty good at doing that. So the Eagles are going to figure out some way to keep Washington Commanders front 4 and contain the blitz majority of the time, so Hurts can sit in that pocket long enough to get the ball out to his receivers or tight end or running back out of the backfield. That's something that they need to do tomorrow's game against the Commanders. And third and final, the coach is going to figure out some way to call these good plays where they can confuse Washington's front 4. Because the Eagles need to figure out some way to get Washington on their heels. They're going to have to do it. They got to get Washington off their heels majority of this game, where they could put up 25, 30 points, because the game against the Miami Dolphins, it's the second time this year the Eagles have put up 30-point games. They put up, Yeah, because the Washington game it was 34-31. That was the first. That was the Eagles' first 30-point game this year. The one against the Commanders, the second one. Against not the Commanders, against one against the Miami Dolphins, the second time we put up 30 points. So if the Eagles can put up 30 points again and put up 30 points and keep Washington under 20 points, then the defense has done their job. Sean Desai had caught an excellent defensive scheme against Washington's quarterback and their offensive line, because Washington got a pretty good. They got a pretty good decent offensive line. Their offensive line is pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? And they did a pretty good job against Jalen Carter when they played Jalen Carter for the first time this year. They played Jalen Carter pretty good. So that's what kind of scares me the most. It's the Washington offensive line. I believe that they're gonna figure out some way to contain Carter, and because once they contain Carter, then that leaves a man free. So once the man is left free, then they can go ahead and get other Washington quarterback. That's what scares me the most. Washington gonna figure out some way to contain Carter, and you know what? To be honest with you, this is the first time that Jordan Davis didn't play, because he played in the last Washington game. Washington did a good job on him and Carter. Now since George Davis won't be playing in this game because of a mild hamstring injury, and gonna be Carter that they're gonna be focusing more on. So I'm hoping that Milton Williams have a good game against Washington. I'm hoping Cox have a good game against Washington, because we're gonna be up to those four. I'm gonna say this: if the Eagles secondary hold up against that's that boy named Lauren, the wide receiver Lauren, and the other two wide receivers they got out. If the Eagles secondary can hold up against those guys, then Eagles defense should hit home. They should get home against him. So this Eagles secondary is the best by far unit this year. The Eagles have not had a complete secondary in God know when. I won't say since Malcolm Jenkins left. When Jenkins left, the Eagles secondary was kind of depleted. And so now, since this the first time the Eagles have had a complete secondary since Malcolm Jenkins, we pretty much can say that this is a pretty good defensive unit the Eagles have had in a long while. And if the Eagles can contain Washington's offense, the Eagles should have a top 5 ranked overall defense after playing the Washington Commanders. So we're going to see how this works. But that's my key to victory against the Washington Commanders. Number 1, run the football. Number 2, give Hurts plenty of time in the pocket where he can complete his passes. Number 3, protect him from the blitz, because we know Washington likes to blitz off the ball a lot. They did it in the last time we played them. They blitzed Hurts off his mark and got to him a few times. Number 4, get the ball out fast enough for the wideout to catch these balls, particularly Slim Shady himself. Slim Shady have to get back to catching the balls, because I believe AJ is going to command a lot of attention for the Washington secondary. So Smith should see plenty of targets tomorrow. Also, for number 5, tight end, Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert got to play good, because he didn't play real well against the Washington Commanders defense the first time around. This time around, he got to do real well, do his job, get the ball, get the first downs, and do what needs to be done to help the team win the football game. Number 6, the defense. Defense is a must. We got one of the best secondaries now in the league with the addition of Bayer. You got Blankenship coming back this week. Then you got Slay on one side, and you got Bradbury on the other. And with the addition of Eli Ricks, with the addition of Joe, well, not Joe, but Roby won't be playing this game. I wish he would, but he won't be playing this game. So Ricks is more like to see more time in the slot this week coming, tomorrow coming. So the secondary needs to do their jobs, make sure that they contain the wideouts on the outside where the front four can get home and get to the quarterback or the running game, whatever play call Washington calls. That's number 5. Number 6. Number 7, the defense. Not defense, the linebackers. Linebackers going to have to hold their own because Sean Desire likes to call some inside zone coverages, which means that you're gonna be, which means 2 or 3 of the linebackers are gonna be in center field, while 2 or 1 is gonna be a blitzing linebacker. So that needs to be on point on the play calling. Number 8, the defensive line. Like I mentioned, Jordan Davis won't be playing this game because of a mild hamstring injury. Carter gonna have to get off his double teams a little bit more this time around because Washington will be looking to block him, triple him. I mean 3. They probably gonna block him not twice, but maybe 3 times, and they may get a running back to even chip him because of his speed on the inside. So if that happens, I expect a lot of penalties to be called in this game against Washington if they try to chip him underneath. I expect that. Defense need to hit home. Got to hit home. Got to get to the quarterback. Got to get to the running game. Got to stop the passing game. Got to stop it. That is a must. Number 8, control the line of scrimmage. Number 8. Number 9. Number 9, control the line of scrimmage. Control the line of scrimmage. And last but not least, number 10, the red zone. I can't express that any more time than what I'm stating. We got to get red zone scores. We can't be getting these extra 3-point scores to score. I mean, 3-point scores are fine, but Eagles need to figure out some way to get the touchdowns in the red zone inside the 5. If they can keep doing inside the 5 every time they get down to the 5, regardless if it's off a penalty or by passing or by running, we got to get these red zone scores. We got to do it because the Eagles have, because these last 6 or 7 games, the Eagles have been horrible in the red zone. We're in the bottom 20s in red zone scores. That needs to change tomorrow against the Washington Commanders. Washington got a pretty good defense. Don't get me wrong. But the opportunity presents itself, we need to score in the red zone. No ifs, ands, and buts. I don't care if it's off the brotherly shove. We got to get the red zone scores up because when we start playing the Dallas Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Buffalo Bills, you have 3 more good defenses coming. 3 more. We got to be complete in the red zone. And that's the way it is. And the team know it. We fans know it. We Eagle content creators know it because we talk about in every video that we make. The Eagles need to get better in the red zone situations. Need to score in the red zone when opportunity presents itself. That is what it comes down to. That's what it boils down to. Because when you do that, the defense get rest. The defense can't keep going on the field 3 strikes out. They can't keep doing, especially on 3rd and 3, 2nd and 3, and and all the above. Especially on 3rd and long, 3rd and 3 and 3rd and long. The Eagles can't do the touch push on 3rd down and long. They can't do it because the defense can stop it from scoring, from getting the extra yard. They may get 1 yard, but you're gonna miss 2 yards in the process. So that has to be a situation that has to be the top priority in this game against the Washington Commanders. I mean, that's no more ifs, ands, and buts about it. This needs to be a problem. Solve the problem, get it fixed, and be about it. That's what it comes down to. Because Washington, we're going in that house now. It's gonna be tough. It's hard to play in Washington, and Eagle fans know, because there's gonna be a bunch of Eagle fans there, but they know it's hard to win in Washington. Washington makes it tough for us to win every time we play them. For the last 3 years, they've been playing us pretty tough. They really have. So if we beat Washington, our next game is against Dallas in Philadelphia, and that could be the most sought after game this year. because the Eagles already got the Eagles already have what they call the tiebreaker on Washington called the first win. If we beat Dallas, that give us another tiebreaker. So moving forward, if we beat Dallas again in Dallas, then that's saying something right quick. So if the Eagles can beat Washington, that'll be a sweep. If we beat Dallas twice, that'll be a sweep. The Giants, I ain't got to talk to the Giants because the Giants are pretty much out the picture. They only got 2 wins this season. So they 2-5, I believe. They 2-5. Now 2-3. I'm sorry, they 2-4. 2-4. Because 7 games been played. They 2-4. But that besides the point. Washington with the Giants, I know about it. Because they benched their quarterback. Now Tyrod Taylor is the player who's gonna play the remainder of the season. So Washington, so Giants is another one case scenario. But anyway, that's what I want to discuss with you guys out there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Please comment after the video is complete. Give me the thumbs up and let me know what you think. Do you think the Eagles are going to win the football game? You think they're going to lose the game? You think they're going to put up a large amount of points? You know what I'm saying? If you want to predict, because I don't predict. I never predict no game. I think I predict game maybe two years ago. And when I found out that more people are looking like fools betting on games, they're betting on games, predicting scores where it's nowhere near close to the score that they're saying, that they're looking like fools. So I'm not doing any prediction this year. Maybe next year, but won't be this year. So anyway, I am out of here, y'all. Enjoy your Saturday afternoon, or Saturday evening actually, because it's nighttime. Saturday evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow game. Peace.